Ready.
Go.
Okay, so this morning I saw my dad on the computer. He was looking up all my friends to make sure none of them were like had any Jew or like Asian in them. And then he came to to your name. He's like, Quinn. So he wrote down your name and Quinn's name, and I was like, oh fuck, okay. And he goes down and he sees I noticed John's picture, and I see him running down again, and I'm like, fuck. So I go back to my room and I hear this weird clinking noise from downstairs, and he comes up with this this weird buzzsaw, but instead of metal blades, it was his teeth, because they're indestructible. So anyway, he's like, I'm gonna kill Quinn and John! And I'm like, what, Dad, why are you gonna kill Quinn and John? He's like, he comes up to me, he's like, John's part Japanese. I'm like, oh fuck. And then he says and then Quinn's part can't even say Jew! And I was like, fuck. So I called both of you, right? And I asked you come over because he was going out to look for you. And I had you hidden in my safe room for 2 days. Until one day when I got back and you were gone. So I went down to the basement looking for John and Quinn. And I saw you guys on this table. And it was called on this table, and above the table it says there's no mistake you can't fix. And I see Dad's like, I'm gonna remove the mistake from them! And so he goes up to John first, he goes up to John first because you have the lesser of the amount of mistake in you. Yeah. So he cuts off 6% of your body and just burns it, and you're left laying there with without half an arm and without a hand, and you're just wailing. You're not screaming, you're wailing in pain. 6%. You're just in so much pain, and you're just weeping. And he just pushes you off the table into a pit of lemon juice to make you suffer more for your mistakes. Then he puts you on the table, and he's like, okay, Quinn, you're fucking dead! And he pulls out chest, just carving out your chest. And he's like, this is the 60%! And he pulls out all of your internal organs and throws them on the ground. And you're somehow still alive. And you're just in so much pain, your chest cavity's just ripped open. And Dad's just pouring lemon juice into it. That's his new thing now. He loves using lemon juice because it's such a slow, painful way to burn, right? It just burns. Right. So anyway, you're screaming in pain, right? And then my mom hears you, and my mom's like, keep it down! My dad's like, no! And he shoots her with a shotgun, and he just goes back to filling you up with lemon juice. And he stitches you up and just pushes you into the pile of lemon juice, and he cut your body parts up too, because you're a mistake, so you don't deserve anything better. And so anyway, then the next day he just kicks you out of the house, and you're walking down the road, right? Just normally trying to get home as much as you can, despite the injuries you suffered. And then my Asian neighbor sees you, and he runs out, and he's like, oh, you guys okay? And my dad's like, now you're confronting with them! And now he sees this huge red dot on the road, and the torpedoes into the road, this massive explosion. It's all that's left is you guys with little pieces, but I was able to clone your DNA from them and create new ones, but without the mistake. I purified you, so you're all fine now. And that was the day my dad decided to use the computer.